Hello everybody and welcome back to Grand Bazaar. I thought that we would start out today's video by watching another heart event. I have Freya's here ready to go, just waiting by the cafe, and we can go and see her blue heart event now. It seems quiet in here today. What do you mean? I don't know, it just feels like something's missing. Oh, are you thinking of a certain someone? That might be it. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. I'm going to my room. See you later, Freya. Good evening. Are you just here for tea, or... No, I'm here to see you, obviously. You're really here to see me? Oh yeah? That's great! I'm not really here for tea either. I thought that you might come here and that we could talk. I've been waiting for you. Right now, my job is going really well. I think I'm even going to get a promotion soon. Oh, sorry, that isn't what I really wanted to talk about. But I don't know how to begin to say this. It's strange, you know, we're just talking here. But I get so happy and so shy, it's weird. Let's talk again soon, okay? Maybe next time I'll be able to say what I mean. So I'll see you soon. To be continued when Freya reaches a yellow heart level. And we only have one more blue event to watch. And by that point, hopefully we can do the wife poll soon, because we've gotten to know them a little bit, and we have a little bit of an idea of their personalities through watching these events. But for now, I'm going to jump forward, and we will go back to our regularly scheduled program of our next festival. So here we are on the 20th day of winter, following our last amazing bazaar day that we had. We have to wait until about noon before we can go and participate in the snowboarding tournament. And if you've been practicing, hopefully you're ready. You've had an entire month since Felix gave us that board near the beginning of winter during our first week. And I just have to kill a little bit of time here. I noticed when I came into the barn today that my second cow has grown up, which is fantastic because I have been waiting forever for that to happen. And my milk to egg ratio is still incredibly wonky. I'm not really sure that I want many more animals though, or if I do buy a cow next time, maybe I'll get the cow as an adult. I'll have a few less hearts with it to start out with, but at least I can start getting milk right away, which would kind of be nice. Now, because I saved right after our bazaar results in the last video, my inventory is a little bit different than where it is in the file that I'm actually playing, and that was a little bit of oversight on my part because I totally meant to load from a save state that I had in the proper spot. And the only real difference is just that I made a little bit less money in the last bazaar, and I obviously would have wrapped up all these pieces of chocolate for all of the girls. But I can still go out and give some gifts. I'll bring a few things to give out to the villagers while I'm there. And you don't even need to have the snowboard in your inventory to participate. So it really is just the world's most useless paperweight of a tool, because the only time you ever actually need it in your inventory is if you are going to practice on the snow hill. So by the time I get there, it should be about noon, which is perfect. And this is a bit of a shorter video, which is why I put the heart event in the front, just because this event really doesn't take very long at all. So we'll talk to everybody, say hello, we'll give out some gifts. What I did do, though, was I did record me successfully winning at this contest. If I totally flub it up and fail, we can at least put in what a winning run looks like. The beginner's course really isn't that hard. But knowing me, I will screw up just because I know people are watching. I have so many herbs in my inventory. I've been saving them, but I mean, I might as well just give some of them out. Alright, let's get this over with. And unfortunately, with this festival, there is no other prizes for anything except for first place. You have to win. Otherwise, you get nothing. And apparently nobody else in this village has access to a snowboard, or they just don't care to compete, because we will be competing against total strangers from neighboring villages, which I always think is kind of weird, because it's not like there's a shortage of younger people in the town who might want to compete with us. Alright, you should shoot for a time of about 5.5 seconds. Don't bump into anything. And try to get down the hill as fast as you can. Okay, and then we gotta go up and over. Ooh, 5.55 might be enough. Might. It just depends on how badly Felix wants to screw me around. 5.5, 6.5, 5.45. So Felix basically just trolled me hard. But, you know, I guess he's just tired of me winning all the time. So here is where I'm coming in with some post-commentary. I decided to splice my winning run right here. And very smooth, very close to how I did on the actual recording. But I funnily enough, got the time that our competitor had when he beat us. I have one with a little bit of a slower time, but I suppose that this is kind of a better time to shoot for, a little bit above 5.5 seconds if you're able to. And if you win, you have to get first place. You will get yourself a sand rose. The course will also change next year. And you'll get the same prize every year, even if you are on a little bit of an advanced course. So just keep that in mind. But we'll get ourselves a gem, which is better than nothing. That's actually a fairly decent prize because you can use it for jewelry, but even on its own, it sells for quite a bit of money. However, I am absolutely swarming with jewels. Gems are not my problem. My problem is having enough gold and silver ore to be able to make necklaces and bracelets and stuff like that. But seeing as how we actually have 2 pieces of silver and we have 2 pieces of gold, I think it's probably a good chance for us to go and stick these into the windmill, along with my tools, which I need to upgrade. And then I also have wool in here, right? Yes, okay. So we have a few options. We can make a blue necklace as well as a black one. I actually don't remember which one sells for more money, but we can just put in one of each. Why not? Usually it's the purple ones that we make, and the sand rose that you win in the festival is actually the gem that you would use to make purple necklaces. But I can also find sand roses by hitting my ore stone, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully I'll be able to find some more silver through ore stones as well, and maybe I'll have more luck finding gold in the water. And if I do, then hopefully I can make some more necklaces and I can get rid of some more gems, because I also need ore in order to make bracelets and pretty much anything else. And I was confused as to why I was not able to make tools, because don't I have orichalcum and mithril at home? I should be able to put those in the windmill. And it didn't look like the windmill was processing them. So I guess I'll just go home and check out that situation and see what's up with that. But we just sort of did a little bit of an update on how things were going and just having a look at the farm when we were at the point of the Harmony Day festival. So I don't actually have a lot of updating to tell you guys about, just because I have really been doing a lot of the same things that I always do. It's very routine in the wintertime. I don't really have any big, important, amazing updates to tell you all about. And I also just realized that the reason we can't do those upgrades is because we don't have a piece of lumber or a piece of material stone. We completely sold out at the bazaar yesterday, which of course I would forget, because I've had stacks upon stacks upon stacks of all of those things in my bag for so long. So no, it wasn't my imagination and I'm crazy and I forgot that I purchased the ore. That's not the problem. It's literally that I've run out of stone and lumber, which just hasn't happened in forever. But fortunately, it is very easy to find a single solitary piece that we need in order to do those upgrades. So I will keep making stuff. I have to put more grass seeds into production. I'm going to keep giving gifts out to befriend our bachelorettes. Let's go ahead and also pop the watering cannon here, since that takes a couple of days. I just upgraded my fishing rod. It's at 4 stars now, so I'm able to catch fish of a fairly decent quality level. But I'll probably hold off on any more upgrading of my fishing rod until I break open some more ore stones. I don't want to use up all of my bronze, because I do need those for jewelry production. And I will be back shortly anyways. If there is anything else that happens that goes on, there is yet another festival this week coming up on the 24th, which is the Starry Night Festival. I think it's always on the same date in almost every single Harvest Moon game. It always seems to be what would be Christmas Eve, the 24th of winter. So we get a chance to boost affection even further by spending our time with the bachelorette of our choosing. And then before you know it, a couple days after that, it will be our final bazaar. So I actually don't have a lot of breathing room here, but I'll have to find some content to provide so these videos aren't too short. And then before you know it, it will all be done, and we will have completed a full year in this game, and we will be back to spring of year 2, which is really crazy to think about. I've just had so much fun playing, and I hope that you have all had fun watching. So I will be back in a few days for another festival. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you then.